Good morning. Let us discuss today's current affairs. 6 Indian nationals were abducted in Afghanistan. 6 Indian nationals employed in an electricity project and their Afghanistan driver were abducted in northern Afghanistan in the area called Baghlan. As you all know, India is trying to help Afghanistan to restore its democracy. Already, India constructed Dalang Jalaram road in Afghanistan. India also helped in constructing Afghanistan parliament building. But if you see, there were cases of abduction and attack on Indians. Earlier, there was a case where Afghanistan terrorists attacked border roads organization officials who were sent from India, and Indian embassy in Afghanistan got attacked earlier. Way back, our Kandahar Airlines, in Kandahar, Indian Airlines flight was hijacked. Bamiyan Buddha statues were demolished. So, India is trying to develop Afghanistan, but India is receiving setbacks in the name of attacks on its peace officials. This was going on in Afghanistan. There was a news, very famous, important current affairs bit, Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. This scheme was launched on the eve of B.R. Ambedkar's birthday on April 14th, and it continued from April 14th to May 5th. April 14th to May 5th, 2018. The scheme is intended to promote various things, to bring awareness over pro-poor social welfare schemes, to promote harmony among various sections of the society, and to promote sensitivity and grassroots level development. Gram Swaraj Abhiyan was initiated. Gram Swaraj Abhiyan is a campaign that is being organized. Gram Swaraj Abhiyan is a campaign that is being organized on the occasion of Ambedkar Jayanti during the period of 14th April to 5th May 2018. The campaign is undertaken under the name of Sabka Saath, Sabka Gaon, Sabka Vikas. Sabka Saath, Sabka Gaon, Sabka Vikas. Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. The object of the campaign, the objective of Gram Swaraj Abhiyan campaign is to promote social harmony, spread awareness about pro-poor initiatives of government, reach out to the poor households to enroll them and also obtain their feedback in various social welfare schemes. The 7 schemes covered under Gram Swaraj Abhiyan are, there are 7 schemes that were covered under Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, Ujala scheme. First is Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, second is Ujala scheme, third is Saubhagya Yojana, fourth is Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, fifth is Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, sixth is Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, and seventh is Mission Indradhanush. These are all the schemes that were actually promoted under Gram Swaraj Abhiyan campaign. The campaign will bring awareness to the people about the schemes and their utility. Government has appointed many directors and deputy secretaries to push its flagship schemes to 100% saturation in rural areas. So, it's very good campaign. Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. This might be a prelims list this time. And from last 2-3 days that was in news. Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. Apart from that, we have Pradhan Mantri National Nutrition Mission. Pradhan Mantri National Nutrition Mission. National Nutrition Mission Plan. On the occasion of March 8th, International Women's Day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi have unveiled Poshan Abhiyan, also called as National Nutrition Mission Plan. Poshan Abhiyan. Poshan Abhiyan was launched by Narendra Modi in Junjunu, Rajasthan on 8 March 2018. Poshan stands for Prime Minister's overarching scheme for holistic nutrition. Poshan POSHAN. Prime Minister's overarching scheme for holistic nutrition. That's called Poshan. Poshan aims to ensure holistic development and adequate nutrition for pregnant women. Poshan aims to ensure holistic development and adequate nutrition for pregnant women, mothers and children. It targets to reduce level of undernutrition. Poshan targets to reduce level of undernutrition and other related problems by ensuring convergence of various nutrition related schemes. It ensures convergence of various nutrition related schemes. It also targets stunting, undernutrition, anemia among young children, women and adults and girls, and low birth rate. It will monitor and review all the working of the scheme. And Poshan comes under Ministry of Women and Child Development. It will also use ICT methods to regularly review the performance of the scheme. The targets of Poshan. Number 1. Prevent and reduce stunting in children. Prevent and reduce stunting in children 0 to 6 years by 6%. Number 2. Prevent and reduce undernutrition. Number 3. Reduce the prevalence of anemia among young children. Number 4. Reduce the prevalence of anemia among women and adults and girls. Number 5. Reduce low birth weight. Reduce low birth weight. Poshan is very important for prelims. Poshan Yojana or National Nutrition Mission Plan. Apart from that, there were current affairs. GST is in news all the time. 1 lakh crores were being collected. You all know GST is an indirect tax. There are 4 areas which you have to address. One is input tax credit. One is input tax credit. The second is e-way bill. The third is GST Council, Article 279A of Indian Constitution. The fourth is GST network. These 4 areas you have to focus. One is input tax credit. Second is e-way bill. Third is GST Council. Fourth is GST network. You have to be well versed in these 4 areas. And next is 2 weeks back, 64 MPs in Rajya Sabha have given notice to the Chairman of Rajya Sabha for removal proceedings of Chief Justice of India Dipak Misra. Rajya Sabha Chairman and the Vice President did not allow this. So there was a case filed in the Supreme Court with respect to the discretionary powers of the Rajya Sabha Chairman, and the issue is coming to discussion today in the Supreme Court. Let us see what is going to happen. There is an article in yesterday's Hindu paper about simultaneous elections. Simultaneous elections means if when there is an election in the central government, when the election to the Lok Sabha, same time elections will be conducted to the state assemblies also. Experts are saying that One India, One Election might help in reducing the cost of elections. One India, One Election allows to continue governance 5 years without any disturbance. If there is Lok Sabha elections one time, state assembly elections other time, and local elections some other time, continuously the governments will be under, the political parties will be under permanent campaigning syndrome. They will be under permanent campaigning syndrome. So if you conduct Lok Sabha elections and state assembly elections together, there won't be any disturbance in between in the middle. That was the argument. But the states are arguing that One India, One Election will affect the federal system and it will become a managed democracy. In the citizenship, citizen should have a space to decide what he wants according to his convenience. The problem is, if you conduct the Lok Sabha elections and state assembly elections together, there is every chance that the citizens will be managed to vote only to the national party and it will affect the regional aspirations. This was the other argument. This was widely discussed and debated. Next important thing, Malaysian elections. There were elections in Malaysia on May 7th. There were elections in Malaysia on May 7th. The present government is facing corruption scandals. Let us see what will happen in there for that. And there is an article again on Prime Minister's campaign in Karnataka with respect to Lieutenant General Timmaiah and Lieutenant General Kariyappa. With respect to Lieutenant General Timmaiah and Lieutenant General Kariyappa. The other is saying that Prime Minister have given some factually wrong things in the meeting. So the other in the article, military history on the campaign trail. Military history on the campaign trail wrote all these points. Apart from that, in today's newspaper, if you see, there's an article on Jammu and Kashmir terrorism, Shompen area, and there's an article on oil prices from April 24th onwards. The oil marketing companies have not changed the oil prices and oil prices are shooting up. Next important article is unemployment data in India and African Continental Free Trade Area. That is the most important article today. 44 nations have signed in Africa a free trade area. The intra-Africa trade is 18% of the international trade. So African Continental Free Trade Area is going to help African nations to have a concerted action and improve their trade relations. These are the important current affairs. Thank you very much.